Baby boy is born, but this you already know, right? So what you probably don't know is that we are 1 month old now, and this is what we want to share with you about in this vlog. Our baby boy was born on the 21st of March, and he brought so much joy to our lives. It was a 21 hours birth, and I told you everything about it in the previous vlogs, but here you are how we feel as new parents. We are trying to survive and learning, and I'm trying to cope with everything. Sometimes he cries a lot, right, doing breastfeeding. Whew. Reality. And yeah, I'm trying as much as possible to be like fine with what I see with myself, and I'm trying to keep a routine, even though we are waking up very often. I'm almost not sleeping, but I'm trying to read the Bible, doing my devotionals, and have my time with God, with Tobias as well in the morning, and like keeping a routine to take a shower, take care of myself, put makeup because I love actually. Yeah, not so well because now it has to be faster than ever. But yeah, during this first month, we've been calling our international friends from all over the globe, and we've been receiving so much love from them and from people around us that are baking things or bringing us yummy food like this one you've been seeing. We even received like this amount of food from someone from church. It was like love from God, show it in actions, and we were so grateful and feeling like overwhelmed with love. We felt so blessed because now we have lots of snacks, we have the meal preps already frozen, and we've been receiving, actually managing so many diapers. Oh my gosh, every other day Kyle has put down a plastic bag like this one. But let's talk about his milestones during this first month. First of all, the first week he lost some weight, but then he gained it. And when we had his first month appointment, he had gained like almost 1 kilo, and he had grown as well. So we are only breastfeeding, and we are feeling happy about it. We had the second visit to the family doctor with Tobias, and he gained 150 grams in 2 days, which is good. So we will see her again when he's 1 month old, and today we are doing his hearing test. It was all good. His sleeping patterns are very irregular. He has been waking up every 1 or 2 hours at night, which is not good. He had his first bath on the first week. That it was when his umbilical cord fell off. But before that, we've been washing him every day. And his first smile came, guys, at the end of the first month. It was even a reflexive, we think, but it was a huge milestone for us. And another great thing that happened, it was that we had a photo shoot with baby Tobias, and it was super lovely. Happy birthday to Tobias. Second week. And we're here. Kyle, say hi.
Hello.
To take some professional pictures of him. Newborn photo shoot for Tobias. Typical day with us looks like feeding, changing, sleeping, and repeating. Thank God Kai is at home with us. He is on paternal leave. And example, the other day, I just had my therapy section upstairs. I breastfed Tobias. I left him with Daddy at home. And when I came back, Daddy was like in action. And we have loads to do while he's sleeping. It never stops, right, baby? So we are super tired. I woke up, I don't know, 10,000 times. Kai could sleep a little bit more overnight, but we are like super tired, are we? Kaya can barely speak. But yeah, reality check. Woo! Second week of Tobias' life. I would say that 3 things that have helped me throughout this time are trying to eat healthy, trying to keep a routine, taking care of myself, and also drinking this kind of tea that helps with milk production. First time taking Tobias outside. He's loving it. But let's talk about the support system. On this first month, it was Caio and I, me and Caio, and babe Tobias learning how to be and how to do things. As I showed you before, friends from all over the globe and even our community church helped us, sending us things when we needed and helping, even bringing things over. People offered to come and clean and help us with the house duties, but we were managing about it. I must tell you that the help with the food was the major one, in our opinion. My honest reflection about it all is that, for example, I made this blanket myself. I was so proud. But not everything we made and we had, we used. This one we used, so I think it's so important, like recording special moments with your little one. You don't have to be like me, posting on social media, but in my opinion, you should have lots of videos and photos, of you and your little one because time really flies. Now we are at the end of the first month, but I was like, what? It was the other day that he was born. I can tell you that the hardest part is understanding the new baby. He's knowing you, you're knowing him or her in case you have a baby girl. And this phase, it's kind of hard. They cry, but you don't know what it is exactly, and you try to find time for yourself, and you try to balance your old life, let's say, with the new one, has a new mom or has a new parent. Sometimes you may have thoughts like, am I good enough? Am I doing a good job? What am I doing, or even other thoughts, which is kind of normal or expected by this season, but it's good for you to be observing how you are, especially as a mom, you know, if you're feeling depressed, if you need more help, which is absolutely normal to seek. I believe you will notice that this process, at least the first month for us, it was like observing everything, like even the outfits, one day one newborn outfit fits him, the other day it didn't fit anymore. What surprised me most in this first month was the life with a newborn can be exciting, but when they're sleeping, they make crazy noises and you may get kind of scared, and as I said before, you are always checking if they're breathing, if they're doing fine. But you are extra precautious when they are like making this noise, or even when they have a little bit of spit up here and there, and you're like, is it normal? Are they fine? You see? And for me, it made the total difference having my husband as my support family or support, person. If you have a support person, please use this person as much as you can. So lots of times I was thirsty because breastfeeding makes you thirsty, and I was like, honey, can you please bring me some water? And he was like, always bring me some snacks as well. So this was a very good part of it. I think we had an extra bond. We had Tobias, and he was like a common human being that made us stay even closer, I think. Couple and has a family as well. So I love being and having a family, the sense of, wow, we're now a family of 3. And even though it's such a great responsibility taking care of another human being, at the same time it's so cute. And we went for walks during this first month, Kaio and I with Tobias, and we did so many things together, especially the laughs. I have great memories of ours in this first month, laughing of Tobias, about the situations, about being a new parent. And I think this is something you have to have on you. Like, don't take things that serious. You will make mistakes and you will put diapers in the wrong place, a position, or too loose, and then you have an accident, a poop accident, let's say. But this is normal. You're learning. They're learning about you as well, the babies, right? So yeah, just take it easy. Just laugh. Just dance. Just smile. And I think on this first month, we kind of did it. It was so not easy, but it was kind of easy. Go with the flow and try not to stress too much about things. And if I can give you some words of encouragement, the first one would be about the C-section, if you had one. That is, today is the day 16, and yesterday, on the day 15th, I asked Kaya to remove the adhesive that was covering the surgery itself, the C-section. And for my surprise, it was better than I expected. I didn't have much courage to look at it at first, but then I looked at it and it was very good. It was, very dry, and the doctors did a great job. I have my neck surgery, and the scar seems to be better on the C-section than on my scars on my neck. So let's wait and see. But so far, so excellent. And by the way, I don't know if I told you, but the surgeon that did my C-section was a professor back there at the hospital. So yeah, she really did a good job. So you see, with time, you kind of recover. Even if you had like a natural birth, a C-section, your body goes back to normal eventually. I found myself in this first month trying the outfits, my clothes, my pants that I wore before getting pregnant. I'm not saying that this happens for everyone. Everybody's different. Everybody, like, literally is different. But with time, you will find your new rhythm, and you find yourself going for a store. For example, Kai would stay in the car with Tobias, and I went to check some stores, and I felt kind of alive. I felt like I'm myself again. You are 24/7 taking care of a new person. You kind of may lose perspective about, like, oh, this is my new life, and it's all over, and I'm just here at home feeding and cleaning and cooking and doing what I can, and I can't do much. It kind of get desperate. But take a deep breath, enjoy the process, do what needs to be done. Remember to file the baby's nails because they are sharp, and do what you're supposed to do. And again, try to enjoy it. If you are taking care of the baby and you fell asleep, like my husband just did the other day, that's okay. You see, the main thing is that you must be safe and sound, and the baby as well. Go to the doctor's appointments, and just be encouraged that everyone struggles. What you see on the screen not always is the reality. Yes, we danced a lot, we laughed a lot, but we also cried, and we also got a bit desperate here and there. But it's part of the process. And I can't wait to share with you the second month, or reaching the second month milestone. And I thank you so much for watching and being in this journey with us. And see you in our next videos. Bye!